smells very good. There's a half-eaten banana here, and it's peeled. That's strange. It's probably a trap the giant sloth set for me. Check out this little snake. Just a baby snake here. Hey, little guy. That's cool. I gotta get him to turn around somehow. Well, that was the closest I've ever come to being killed by a snake. I had no idea. I'm the Jaunting Ape, and if you've stumbled across my channel, consider yourself lucky. If there's one thing that I absolutely love in this world, it's road trips. I love to travel, but even more so, I love to travel by road trip. I'm here in La Fortuna, Costa Rica. I flew into San Jose, I rented myself a car, and I'm just going all about for 11 days on a road trip. I don't know where I'm staying, I don't know where I'm sleeping, I don't know what I'm gonna see. If you're interested in content like this and you wanna see how stuff goes on, well, you've come to the right place. I'm the Jaunting Ape, and welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. The world is yours. Just a real rainy day. Double Bologna. Simple yet satisfying. My soups, my sandwich, and I'm gonna have a jet drink. Energy. Look at that rain. Just a real rainy day here in La Fortuna. I'm gonna make the most of it somehow. I don't know how yet, but gonna have a good day. For sure I am. Fed and watered. And now it's time to wake up my day with a shower. The rain is coming and going. It's coming in little spurts. That was just what the doctor ordered. So I feel like I had an epiphany in the shower. I am going to go to the volcano and I'm gonna hike. It's a rainforest, so I'm gonna hike in the rain if it's raining. I got a rain jacket, I got rain gear. I'm ready for the rain. So I got waterproof stuff, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. And there is maybe a chance that it breaks. Maybe. Maybe we see the volcano if we go up high. What the hell? So I'm just having this rain day here. Is a little bit in the dumps, but was ready for this. Kind of saw it coming. This morning I had a new subscriber and comment on my channel. Mr. JC Watts 5000 wrote, "Bro, your attitude is what everyone needs in their life. Keep it going." That was just a real kick in the right direction here. So, yep. So thanks for the comment, JC Watts. That really made my day. And this wet volcano walk is gonna be the best it can be. And this guy's gonna back into me. Maybe not. He looks like Snoop Dogg, white Snoop Dogg. Well, you can see the base of the volcano, so maybe things are looking up. Maybe she'll be just all humpty-dory when we get up there. We'll see what Lady Luck has in store for us today. Interesting, these walks, you don't actually climb up the volcano. It's all kind of at the base, and maybe there's one that goes up on a hill kind of beside the volcano, but you don't actually climb up on the volcano. Like in Nicaragua on Ometepe, when I stayed there, the hikes were actually right up to the top of the volcano, which was really cool. I don't know why they don't want you going up here. Maybe it's just a national park rule. Maybe there's other volcanoes in Costa Rica that you can go up the volcanoes. I don't know, because I haven't been there yet. So here we're starting to get into the hot spring area where all the resorts are put up kind of based on the hot springs. So somewhere around here is the free hot springs that all the ticos go to. On the way to the volcano park, you'll see this hill and this store, the Mini Market Souvenir, Go Adventures. And there's this parking lot here that you can get a really good view of the volcano and a super duper picture of you in your Audi Q3 Here's the picture from last year. Now it's just fog is all I can see. So here we got the Tabagon Thermal Resort and Spa. This is where the rich people go. They're not like me, they don't want to sleep in the back of their Kia Seltos. I love it. I believe this area here is the free hot springs. I'm not 100%. Oh yeah, that's probably where these cars are parking. My issue is that I carry about $8,000 worth of camera gear and recording equipment with me in the car. That's part of the problem with living out of a car, is you can't lock it up in your hotel room. So if I park on the side of the road here and I wander off into the jungle, I can hide everything all the best that I can and lock it up in here. But if somebody wants to break in, they got $8,000, $10,000 worth of stuff. So interesting fact about me, last September I sold my prized pony. I had a 1986 Monte Carlo SS. I wasn't driving it a whole bunch, and I guess I kind of grew out of that phase. I wanted to get more into traveling and start making these videos. So I parted ways with the old girl and sold it. Took all the money I got out of it, and it went straight into recording and editing equipment so that I could start living this life, which is a lot better than ripping around on a Friday night with the Monte Carlo. Definitely one of those forwards, not backwards, upwards, not forwards kind of moments for me. So that's what it's all about. Forwards, not backwards, upwards, not forwards. No stealing plants, no feeding the animals, no fires, no dogs, no cats, no smoking, no alcohol, no yelling, and no loud music. Looking forward to it. My turn. Hola. One for me.
Okay, so this is the Arenal Volcano National Park. This trail is 6 kilometers long. The ticket is good for both places.
Can I take a picture of that, please? And I'll remember. Picture lasts forever.
They're not to the trail.
Got her. Castillo, he did say something about this peninsula. I'll have to go maybe check that out after if I'm not too tired. That's 1 to 2 kilometers, and he said this hike was 6 kilometers. This is where we are. So from there to the viewpoint, the yellow one is 2 kilometers. And then if you come around this way, 3 kilometers around there. Doesn't quite make sense. But here we go. Off to jaunt in the woods. Now that the greenery is covering the rain, my little umbrella of tall grass is covering. I can take my hood off because it's hindering my hearing, and I need to hear all the animals' little footsteps so I can find them. Cheep.
You're not bird walking.
Cheep. I thank the Lord for those little blackbirds. Eyes to the skies, my friends. So, on my trip to Nicaragua, when I climbed Remourse volcano to get to the waterfalls, I took a prized volcanic rock from there, brought it home with me for the mantle. If I ever go home, haven't been home since October. So I'm gonna be looking for just the right rock today. I have tried all the souvenir shops around here to buy a rock, but no, they don't have any. Not even like little pebbles. So just a few moments ago when I was at the front of the park, it showed the 3 kilometer split down. I was really getting the urge to go on the main trail and just head to the lookout point to the volcano view, which I think that's where everybody else is going. So I decided to go the other way, and the method to my madness is the path less traveled should hold more animals. It won't be disturbed yet by people walking, but because I arrived at 8:30, it should give me, I don't know, I'm thinking about an hour window of walk here where I shouldn't meet anybody. This will give me an extra about an hour before I get to the lookout point, which gives the guy in the sky a little extra time to wipe away his tears so that maybe I can get some kind of a view of the volcano when I get there. Yeah. It's the cool sounds of the forest. So coming out in the rain like this is not the worst thing at all. I mean, the humidity in here, the smell of the fresh rain, the sound of the rain. I mean, we're in a rainforest, so this is exactly how it should look and feel. And it's making this walk tremendous. Look at the size of that tree. That is amazing. Keeping my eyes peeled in the woods, taking very slow, quiet steps, trying to find something small and beautiful. A little mammalian, perhaps. I think I hear something in here. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, what is that? That is cool. Look at that. I don't know what it is. He's furry. It's a he for sure. Look at that. That was a nifty little critter there. Oh, the birds are in there. I'm just trying to get a better angle of them. There's one. It's a tough shot. See what I can get here. Here's that bird. Not the best view of it, but good looking bird. Pretty big. Nice orange beak. There was two of them, it was a pair. Plenty more where that came from. There, new battery. It is rather incredible how fast a GoPro battery burns out on a Hero 11. That's what I've got. I've read that the Hero 12 has much better battery life, like twice as good, which is where it needs to be. Twice as good, because this is garbage. Ah. A turd in the punch bowl. It appears as though this tree has expired and claimed a spot of the trail, and now I'm stuck on it with my backpack. Oh, it's worse than it looks. Vines. These vines. It stinks too. I think that tree defended itself. I think it squirted something on me. I just had some sort of marmot looking thing run across the trail in front of me right when I shut the camera off here. My plan appears to be working. The sun is starting to shine. I'm gonna get some volcano shots here. Most definitely. This looks like a very well-traveled path. Probably the tapirs and chupacabras come down here. Giant sloth. She's quite muddy here. Quite a mucky trail at this spot. Don't be coming in here with your sandals. Looks like that great big 500 or 400-year-old tree is coming up here pretty quick. 500 meters. Muddy business. Ugh. What's going on here? These vines keep attacking me. At least there's some nice little platforms at this spot. God bless you, whoever put these out here. Just about need rubber boots. Yeah, this would be the worst spot so far. I got my feet. Some people pay a lot of money for mud baths. This one only cost $15. Oh, this must be the old tree. See if my memory is correct about it being 400 years old. Un gigante centenario. Centuries old giant. 400 years it says, yeah. 400 years old. Look at that monster. Oh, there's not much left at the top though. The top fell off. I guess that's the top of it. I don't know what's going on here, but there ain't much left of it. But it is pretty big. Super big. 400-year-old tree stump. Seen some stuff. Seen some stuff. Or maybe that's the top of it there. Oh yeah, that's the top of it. Part of the top. I bet when that fell down, everybody had a fit of rage. Probably they blamed climate change, I bet you. It's a good thing I'm doing all this when I have a little bit of my youth left in me. Tough to do if my legs didn't work anymore. There's one of those chupacabras again. He just crossed the trail in front of me. I'm gonna try and get a picture of him with my good camera. How's that ground food taste? Pretty good? Yeah, I'd say. Look at your cute little nose, your little beak. What a nice, handsome young man. Everything smells so good to him and fresh. Well, my old friend, you enjoy your day. We'll see you on the other side. Pretty nice of that old chupacabra to stick around for some footage. He wasn't too camera shy like the last one. Birds. Those guys are wearing sandals. I just warned them of the mud that's coming up. So you guys are in big trouble. Might as well turn back. They're gonna be ruined walking through all that muck. But they had clean socks, so that tells me that the road ahead is clear. It smells very good. There's a half-eaten banana here, and it's peeled. That's strange. It's probably a trap the giant sloth set for me. I'm not gonna fall for it. I gotta watch out for the peel so I don't slip on it. That's probably part 2 of his trap. I just heard a very similar noise to the grunting monkeys I heard at Oja Agua in Amatepe. But I don't see any monkeys. But I heard something crazy. Like that. But I don't see it. I can only see what I can find. And I can only find what I can see. Probably, if you want to see animals, you're better off taking a guide. Don't let me be your guide. I just jaunt through the trees, see what I can find. Those people that were gallivanting in their socks, they told me that they couldn't see anything from the lookout point. So I'm hoping this proves my theory about taking the long way around on today's weather. The sun is just trying to peer out. It has popped out a couple of times, but it's still mostly cloudy. This is a beautiful fern. Ferns are some of my favorite plants. I don't know how to grow them at home. So instead of bringing the ferns to me at home, I decided to stop going home and I just come to the ferns. I'm gonna slip and fall down that one for sure. I'm so sure of it that I'm gonna try a different route. So I'm just doing some rainforest thinking here, and it occurred to me that today is the halfway point of my journey here in Costa Rica. My 2-week escapes from work, they go by awfully quick. But I had to remind myself, and I'm reminding you guys, that it's important that we don't count the days. What's important is that you make every day count. I've been finding that going on these adventures, not doing the partying and that kind of stuff that I used to do, just going on tours, soaking it in, it's been really good for me. The journeys that I'm going on, the adventures that I'm taking, every set off of work, and it's making them last a long time. It's making the time drag on with them. And then I'm finding when I go back to work, time flies at work, and then it slows right down here in the jungle, in this big world. So that's what I started to think. You don't count the days, make the days count, and you're gonna have a much better life. Trust me. Everybody seems programmed to do the American dream. Get yourself a family, get yourself a house, work till you're 65. Then you got a few years, if you're lucky, you make it to 65. If you're a little more lucky, you get a few years to enjoy retirement. Now, I did a little bit of traveling before COVID, and I loved it. I loved traveling, but I didn't get it. I didn't really get it until I couldn't do it anymore. And when they took away my right to travel, my beautiful Canadian government decided that, hey, it's okay if you leave, but if you want to come back, that's another story. We were coming back, you'd have to quarantine for a week or 2 weeks in a hotel, and it was very expensive because the government put a charge on it, but they just didn't want us to be free. I took the 2 years and I worked like a bugger. I worked all the overtime I could up in the Arctic. I was working 6 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and then I'd rip back to my farm and for the 2 weeks, and I'd clear snow, clean the yard out, and that 2 weeks what's 12 days after the traveling, so the 12 days would go by super fast, and then back to work for 6. I took the time, I thought to myself, how can I change things after COVID, after they let me? How can I make sure that this doesn't happen again to me? How am I going to use my time when I get it back? I actually spent quite a long part of it designing this tattoo, The World Is Yours. It's got all my travel memories from before COVID, and I've been adding to it afterwards. Volcanoes, there's all kinds of good stuff on it. So the moral of the story is, figure it out. If you're younger and you're watching these videos, take advantage of the mistakes that I've made. Start doing this stuff now, because this is a beautiful world, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a pretty spectacular view when I get up these steps. Another fantastic example of the infrastructure here in Costa Rica. This little guy. These little guys will do nicely. I can give one away. It's perfect. Second set of steps headed up here. Couldn't see anything off the first viewpoint. Little tricky walk in here, big rocks. So this is the second viewpoint here. I'm recording this again because I noticed my mic had shut off when I did the battery swap and it didn't turn back on. But there we got the volcano on one side, which is looking better. Can only see about half of it. And then on this side, there's Arenal Lake. And you can walk on the point, the peninsula. That's what your ticket gets you to the national park. This walk and the next walk, which I'm going to take after this. So yeah, quite the spectacular view up here. It is a marvelous place. I wish the clouds were a little bit higher, but can't win them all. Better than a kick in the you-know-what. And this is what the Arenal Volcano looked like last time I was here in April when there wasn't as many clouds. Still a little bit cloudy, but a little bit better too. Super Nintendo, 3 kilometers. Check out this little snake. Just a baby snake here. He's all coiled up there like king of the world. Hey little guy. Must be cold that he's not moving. I gotta get him to turn around somehow. There's a little better look at the guy. Yeah, he's not in a hurry to do nothing. Just hanging around. Hey little snake guy, little friend. Friendly little snake friend. So, I just finished talking to a guide about that snake that I saw. And I showed him the pictures. And I told him I had, with my finger, to move the leaf in front of it so I could get a picture of it. And I made it kind of dangle so I could take a better picture of it. You saw how it was coiled up at the beginning, and then I had to mess with the branch right in front of his face to get him to drop a little bit so I could see him. And I told the guide that, and he's like, you fool. Like, you're lucky to be alive. He said a pit viper like that, you got 2 hours to live. And it was a 2-hour walk in here for me. And then I told him it was just a baby snake, man. Like, it probably wouldn't have done anything. It's a baby. And he said babies are the worst because they got more potent venom. And he said they don't know how to control the dosage when they bite, so they just give you everything they've got. He said if you get bit by a baby, 20 minutes and you're dead. So that could have been my last jaunt right there. I'm so stupid. And then I asked him, like, I said it wasn't really moving. I thought it was tired or sleeping or something. And he said, no, he's not moving because he thinks he's camouflaged and he's just ready to strike. So I'm going in there with my finger like this, trying to tickle the branch in front of him so that he moves. I'm an idiot. I am lucky. My mother was with me today. I've got this adrenaline going through me right now. Now I'm just walking like a buffoon here. I'm not watching where I'm going. I'm all shook up. Oh. You know, that 3-kilometer walk back felt like nothing. My adrenaline is so high now from that snake after that guide told me what it was and what it could do. This has been one of the craziest things that's ever happened to me. Never seen a pit viper before. Didn't know what it was. It had horns. It was yellow. It had horns. I should have known. Should have known better. It's more than a little bit shook up about that snake situation. What? This is so crazy. What a crazy. That guy's poking around for snakes. I'm such a fool. I should have known. I'm a big fat man. Maybe it would have taken longer than 20 minutes. I would have been dead. Apparently there's another viewpoint over here that I'm gonna go check out. You might be able to see the volcano, they said, so I'm gonna go check that out. Oy. Oh, there's a better view of it in the parking lot. I'm liking it. So there's a little better view of the volcano. So I'm gonna head back and I'm going to go to the hot springs is what I'm gonna do. Gotta make the day here happen because I gotta get going to Monteverde tomorrow. That's my deadly snake adventure at La Fortuna. Crazy. So there I got a delicious orange juice now, an apple. Perfecto. And a fresh banana.